Right, heard that Furlong is returning to the new Terminator movie. Maybe he worked out. Maybe he looks kind of like that. Yeah, so gave him a haircut, made him work out more. So, but that's not what I'm going to show. What I'm going to show is this Photoshop plugin, and it works in Photoshop CS3, which is cool. And they're basically action scripts. So what you do is you just load the action script, load actions, and you find that folder, engraved effect. I'll give you a link to where you can download this. So you load this stuff here, and you'll have these guys, these sections. But before you do that, you got to go into, let's see here, the paint bucket, and here you go for load patterns. So you need to load those patterns before you run the engraved effect. But I thought it was pretty cool. There's not much of that to it. Just a backup sort of. So yeah, you just simply run it. I can never remember it. Let's see, here we go. And yeah, why not? Let's run the light one. First, the resolution really matters, because high resolution is going to make the lines appear closer to each other. So if it looks a bit funky, then decrease or increase the resolution. Alright, so that's that. Just run it, and it's gonna take a few seconds, and there it is. So this is scaled at 33%. I think that is mighty cool. You can see that there's, you know what, let's just have a look at the effect itself. So if I turn these guys off, you can see how this operates, right? So these are combined. So what could be nice would be to, well, I mean, you could could leave some of these guys out, but let's check this one. And unfortunately in CS2 this is not a live filter, but let's see. I mean, distort. Gonna try wave. You know what, let's just use that setting. Whoops, that was not cool. Yeah. Just gonna use a twirl. Yeah, so now it's more of a more of a random pattern. Let's run twirl on that one as well. Yeah, I don't want repetitive patterns. I wasn't that satisfied with that. Let's see if I can I revert? No. Undoing, nah, not really gonna work, I guess. There's not gonna be enough undo, so let's just forget about that. And clone the original, do that over again. It might be that I could do this and run it, I'm not sure. Let's just do that, see if this is kept or not. Hit play. Yeah. So, yeah, it doesn't like that. You gotta have. It's gotta be just this one background layer. Let's do that over again. Make sure it's not stuck here when you play it. So I'm just gonna start the action script from this position. That's not what you want. Right, so there's another thing we could do, and that is the liquify tool in CS2 is not that great, but let's see, I'm going to transform that part and say warp. Then I can move this to this or that position. It's not all that bad. Oh, yeah, this was not, that didn't quite work, I guess. Let's try that again. So, I mean, that's not fantastic, but just want to show you how you can tweak it. Of course, we can go with liquify as well. So this is what it looks like. You can't really see this in the video, but these are like wavy patterns here, like really, really small wavy patterns all over the place. Brush size in this version of Photoshop is max 600, so all right. So I can twirl this a bit, or I can move it around. It's not gonna look that fantastic, not that great, but just showing you what you can do in regards to this. I'm sure you'll find better methods. Oh, okay, it actually leaves the background, so I can just trash these guys if I want to undo it, so to speak. Yeah, I think this plugin is, our action script rather, free, is quite cool. The great thing is about this is that you can just, you can just individually tweak these layers, and that's just great, Another thing you could do here is, if you want to change it somewhat, you can also go like this, for example. Now run it, and you should have a slightly different result. That that looks sad, I guess, but so it really matters in regards to what image, what the contrast in your original image is as well. Because I could go the other way, make it darker, see what happens. Actually, no. Well, okay, let's just try it. If I, all right, if I use the same effect now, yeah, that's not that great. So the first time around, I was actually just very lucky. Okay, not sure what that message was, but it's really important that you can see the eyes. So contrast really matters. I was just lucky, actually, in regards to the first time I ran this, that the contrast in this version is very good, or close to what it should be in order to create a nice result. Let's run the medium. Okay. Cool as well. Dark, but maybe we could... Oh, so these are extra layers, all right. This one was nice as well, I think. There are patterns here, as you can see. Let's see. Here, 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 and also these guys. So could try to remove that. The reason why patterns occur is because this texture is repetitive, or all of these, if I just disable this one, all of these guys here are repetitive. So if they weren't, if they were more like, whoops, that's the wrong tool. see. No, it was not the wrong tool. Just didn't work. The idea is if it was less of a repetitive pattern, so if it was more like, let's see, this, I don't think this is going to work right now, but if it was more like that, then it wouldn't have. Do note though that when I do this, create that effect, it's going to have thicker lines here and thinner lines in this area. But yeah, if you have repetitive patterns, then it's gonna create, well, those things. So you can see it just by tweaking that one layer. You can see that this background here is not repetitive. We don't have this and that anymore, and this and that. So I kind of like that. Still, it does create thicker lines in this area. How do you fix that? Well, I'm not sure. I guess one way to partly fix it is to select an area. Let's see, is that minimize or, well, that's maximum, yeah. So one way to partly fix those lines so they are slimmer, let's see. So let's set that at 2. No. 3. Yeah, that's one way going about it, using the maximum filter. But yeah, it creates it. It will need quite a few tweaks. Just take this last one and see what happens. Really? I'm not sure what that is. Okay, that didn't work at all, did it? Not sure why that didn't work. Let's see. Duplicate this image. Run it over again. Okay, now it worked. I don't know why. But yeah. That's that for you. Engraved effect action scripts with patterns.